What if I told you that time travel is not science fiction anymore? Like scientists, actual serious people with PhDs and lab coats are sitting in universities right now saying, yeah, this could genuinely work. And the crazy part is we are not talking about some random conspiracy theory. We are talking about Einstein, Stephen Hawking, NASA, CERN. These people are not making YouTube videos in their bedroom. They are the smartest humans alive. And they all agree time travel is theoretically possible. So buckle up, because the next 10 minutes are going to completely break your brain. Let me start with something that already happened. Right now, as you are watching this video, you are time traveling. No, seriously. Every single second that passes, you are moving forward in time. Congratulations, you are already a time traveler. You are just really, really bad at it. But here is where it gets interesting. What if you could speed it up? Or slow it down? Or go backwards entirely? Turns out, physics says all three might be possible. Let me explain. Theory number 1, time dilation. So Einstein comes along in 1905. Young guy. Messy hair. Works at a patent office of all places. And he just casually drops one of the most insane ideas in human history. He says, time is not fixed. Like we all assume time ticks at the same rate everywhere. 1 second here is 1 second on the moon is 1 second on the other side of the galaxy, right? Wrong. Einstein said time actually moves differently depending on two things: how fast you are moving, and how much gravity is pulling on you. Let me give you the simple version. Imagine you have a twin brother. His name is Ryu. You love Ryu. Ryu is your best friend. Now imagine you put Ryu on a rocket ship, and you send him flying through space at near the speed of light. Ryu is gone for what feels like 5 years to him. But when Ryu comes back to Earth, 50 years have passed here. You are old and wrinkly. Ryu still looks 25. Ryu literally time traveled into the future, without doing anything except sitting in a rocket eating space snacks. And here is the part that will mess you up. This is not a theory anymore. We have proven this. GPS satellites in space experience time slightly faster than we do on Earth. So engineers have to actually correct for time dilation every single day. Or your Google Maps would be wrong by kilometers. Your phone is literally using time travel math right now. Theory number 3, cosmic strings. Now this one sounds absolutely made up. I promise you it is not. Cosmic strings are theoretical cracks in the universe itself. When the universe was born, the Big Bang, space expanded incredibly fast. And some physicists believe this expansion left behind these tiny thread-like defects. Like cracks in a wall after an earthquake, these strings are thinner than an atom. But they stretch across the entire universe. And they contain more energy than you can possibly imagine. Now here is the wild part. If two cosmic strings were moving near each other at just the right speed and angle, the gravitational field around them would curve spacetime so severely that it creates a closed loop in time. Meaning you could follow that loop, and end up back where you started, in time. To physicists, J. Richard Gott and Lee Dinley actually did the math on this in 1998, and it works, on paper. The equations do not break. Finding actual cosmic strings though, that is the fun part. We have zero confirmed evidence they exist, but we have zero confirmed evidence they do not either. Real experiments that actually happened. Okay, let us talk real experiments. Because this is where it stops sounding like a movie. Experiment 1, the Havlik-Keating experiment 1971. Two scientists took extremely precise atomic clocks. Put one on an airplane flying around the world, kept one on the ground. When the plane landed, the clocks showed different times. The flying clock was behind by exactly the amount Einstein's equations predicted. Time moved slower on the moving plane. They literally proved time dilation with clocks on a plane. In 1971, Experiment 2, CERN Large Hadron Collider. Scientists here accelerate tiny particles to 99.9999% the speed of light. These particles, called muons, normally decay and disappear in microseconds. But when traveling that fast, their internal clock slows down so much that they last significantly longer than they should. From the muons' perspective, barely any time passed. From our perspective, much more time passed. Time dilation, proven, again, with actual particles. Experiment 3, GPS satellites. Already mentioned this, but it deserves its own moment. GPS satellites travel at about 14,000 kilometers per hour, and they sit in weaker gravity than us. Both of these effects cause their clocks to run differently than clocks on Earth. The difference is tiny, but if engineers did not correct for it every single day, your GPS would drift by about 10 kilometers per day. NASA corrects for time travel effects every single day. Now the paradoxes. This is where IT gets funny. Okay, so if time travel is possible, there are some absolutely ridiculous problems that come with it. Paradox 1. The Bootstrap Paradox. Imagine you travel back in time, and you give young Einstein his theory of relativity. Einstein writes it down, publishes it. It becomes famous. You read about it in a textbook. Get inspired. Travel back in time, give it to Einstein. But wait. Where did the idea originally come from? Einstein did not come up with it. You gave it to him. But you only knew it because Einstein published it. But he only published it because you gave it to him. The idea has no origin. It just exists in a loop forever. Information appeared from nowhere. The universe just said, yeah, fine, whatever. Paradox 2. The Grandfather Paradox. This is the classic one. You build a time machine. You go back in time. You accidentally do something that means your parents never meet. You were never born, but if you were never born, you never built the time machine. So you never went back in time, so your parents do meet, so you are born. So you build the time machine, so you go back, so your parents never meet. So you are never born, and it just keeps going forever. Your brain is melting right now. I can feel it. Paradox 3. The Tourist Paradox. If time travel to the past is ever invented in the future, where are all the time tourists? Think about it. If someone 500 years from now invents a time machine, they could visit any moment in history. Woodstock, the moon landing, the World Cup final. Where are they? Why have we not spotted any time tourists walking around with confused expressions trying to figure out why there is no Wi-Fi? Stephen Hawking actually threw a party for time travelers in 2009. Sent out the invitations after the party was over, so only people from the future could attend. Nobody came. Either time travel is impossible, or time travelers have really bad taste in parties. So is IT actually possible? Here is where we land. Going forward in time, already proven, happening right now. Speed it up with fast movement or weak gravity. Going back in time, theoretically allowed by Einstein's equations, but every method we know of either requires technology we do not have, matter that does not exist, or energy levels that would destroy the universe. Wormholes, mathematically real, physically unconfirmed. Cosmic strings, mathematically possible, not yet found. The honest answer is physics does not say no. Physics says not yet, and in science, not yet is basically the same as, eventually. Stephen Hawking once said, the absence of time travelers from the future is the strongest evidence against time travel. But he also said, I cannot rule it out completely. And if Stephen Hawking cannot rule it out, neither can I, neither can you. So next time someone tells you time travel is just science fiction, smile at them. Because you now know more about time than most people on this planet. If this broke your brain even a little, drop a comment. Tell me which paradox got you the most, and subscribe. Because next week we are going somewhere even more impossible. See you then.